You're ready to learn how to play the 5-string banjo, but you've got absolutely no idea what to learn in what order. This video is just for you. So yeah, if you follow this roadmap, in 3 to 6 months, you'll be able to play your first songs. I got a girl and she loves me, she's as sweet as she can be. She's got eyes of baby blue, makes my gun shoot straight and true. Going on a cripple creek, going on a run, going on a cripple creek to have some fun. Going on a cripple creek, going on a whirl, going on a creek when you see my girl. Boil them cabbage down, boys, bake those hoe cakes brown, boys. The only song that I can pick is boil them cabbage down. Now, when I teach people how to play the banjo, I always say, what's the first thing that you want to do? What's your ultimate banjo goal? And everybody always says the same thing. I just want to learn a handful of songs from memory to sit in the great outdoors, relax in the sun, with a glass of beer or a glass of wine or a cup of tea, and just play a few songs. And I think that's the most beautiful vision. And with my help, hopefully, by the end of this video, I'll put you in the right direction to get to that goal. So let's assume that you've got a banjo, it's just arrived in the post, you've got it tuned up. What do we do on day one? So the first thing you want to do is just hold it, just get comfortable with it. You're gonna need one of these. It's called a neck strap. And the idea of a neck strap is not to levitate your banjo up here, but to, you sit down with it, you put your pot in between your legs like that. And the whole point of a neck strap is so that when you let go, voila, as if by magic, it just sort of holds its position there, that nice 45-degree angle. Without a neck strap, it's gonna slowly do that, and then it's gonna slowly do that, tip over. So you don't wanna be fighting with it constantly doing this. You want it just to sit in your knee, sit between your legs, nice and steady like that, boom. You don't have to think about it again. Neck straps, very important. If you haven't got one, I'd suggest getting one. Get into the habit of holding your banjo, get comfortable with it. It's a weird, awkward thing. It's a big piece of wood. It's not heavy, but some of them can be quite heavy. You've got all these brackets and bolts, and it's a right unusual thing. It's like having a shovel. It's like having a shovel in your hand. Funny that, I used to work on the railway, and we used to call shovels banjos. And now I'm teaching banjo, I'm calling my banjo a shovel. It's funny how things go full circle, isn't it? So yeah, get comfortable, build habit. Now from day one, it's going to require time and effort to learn the banjo. So when I say time, I don't mean hours and hours of your day. What I mean is, basically you've got the rest of your life to learn, okay? So there's no rush, don't worry, there's no rush, there's no panic. The only person who puts a time scale on it is you. Be kind to yourself. If it takes you 6 months to learn the basics, it takes you 6 months to learn the basics. If it takes you 2 years to learn your first song, it takes 2 years. You've got, like I said, you've got the rest of your life to learn. Don't worry. There's nobody breathing down your neck telling you where you need to be at what stage. But it's going to require time. Now, the best practice time is going to be 15 minutes, in chunks. So 15 minutes now, have a bit of a break, do 15 minutes, have a break. If you can do that multiple times during the day, that is going to be the ultimate sort of banjo learning time frame, if you will, practice plan. I don't know. It's worked for me and it's working for my students. Excuse me, let's have a drink of water. Now the most important thing, and it might sound obvious, but it's being in tune. Banjos have a lot of moving parts. This wooden bridge here, this thing here, it's floating. Your strings expand and contract with hot and cold temperatures. So your banjo will go out of tune almost daily. So we're getting to the habit of fine tuning your banjo, making sure that it's in tune all the time, because just simply being in tune is going to make you sound 10 times better than not being in tune, Okay, so we've got our banjo, we've got our straps, we've had a little noodle around with it, we're in tune. Then what do we do? The next stage is to choose a style that you want to learn. There's two main styles. You've got Scruggs style, finger picking, and you've got what's called the claw hammer style, which is like the old version of playing the banjo. For me, I started finger picking, I didn't take to it. I do like it, but I just prefer the rhythmic sound of claw hammer banjo. I don't know. I just don't like putting finger picks on as well. And not only that, I'm clumsy. So if I had finger picks on now, by the end of this lesson, I'd have lost them. They'd be gone. So I'd have to buy some more. So that's why I don't play finger picks. Okay, so let's assume then that you have decided to learn the claw hammer style. Good job. If it's finger picking that you're interested in, just stick around anyway, watch the end of this video because there might be some useful information for you to learn and transferable skills. So the first thing you want to learn is timing. And I say this to everyone that I teach. Timing is basic, but it's so important. What is it? It's simply counting to 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. So if you ever listen to your favourite songs, your favourite music on the radio, or listen to your songs in the car, a song never suddenly speeds up and slows down or stops midway through. A song starts at a steady speed and it finishes at the exact same speed, and that's called timing. So when you're playing music on your banjo, when you're playing a banjo song, you want to keep a nice steady rhythm and steady timing. Once you've got an understanding of timing, you want to work on that rhythm. It's called the basic frailing strum. It sounds like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and you'll see a lot of people call it the bum-ditty rhythm. Bum-ditty, 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 bum-ditty. And that bum-ditty rhythm is called the basic frailing strum, and it is the foundation of claw hammer banjo. And once you've mastered that, it'll set you up nicely for everything else that is to come, that is to learn. Once you've learned that basic rhythm, you're going to want to learn how to do a couple of chord shapes. Now, all a chord is when you use your other hand to hold down strings, more than one string usually for a chord, so you're holding down 2 or more strings to change the sound of your banjo. So listen to it open. I hold a chord. Sounds different. And different chords create different moods in your songs. And being good at chords, it's going to train this hand to get strong. Now, you've got microscopic fast twitch fibres in your fingers. Excuse me. And when you first start with chord shapes, it's going to feel like you're splitting your brain into 2 halves. Like one half's trying to figure out how to do this up here, and the other half's trying to figure out how to do this down here. And it's one of the greatest challenges in banjo. But once you can nail it, it's going to take time and persistence and practice. Once you get into the habit of playing a nice steady rhythm with perfect timing, switching between chords smoothly, yeah, that was smooth, wasn't it? You can just relax and start making some stuff up. So yeah, I'd learn timing, rhythm, a handful of chords. Simple ones are D7, E minor, C. You don't have to memorize all this. I'll show you how to do all that soon. And learning the banjo, it's like a collection of many different skills. Like I said, you've got hand-eye coordination, you've got to memorize your timing's got to be spot on, you're training your ear to pick up the tones, the sounds, and eventually if you wanted to sing as well and play your banjo at the same time, you're having to obviously sing, keep the rhythm going. You're doing chords with this hand, sometimes you're doing different cool techniques with this hand, like hammer-ons, slides. And just all that going on all at once is just like, you can imagine what it must be doing to your brain. So learning the banjo is such a great such a great exercise for your brain and your mental sort of learning, especially as we're getting older. It's good to have a hobby like this to keep you feeling fresh and switched on. Right, so we've got timing, we've got nice rhythm, we've got a few chords. Then it's just a case of learning your first few songs now. Normally we learn Skip to My Lou first. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou, 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 skip to my Lou, skip to my Lou, my darling. That requires 2 chords. Then after that, you know, we'll learn Cripple Creek. I got a girl and she loves me, she's as sweet as she can be. Boil them cabbage down, boil them cabbage down, boys. Bake those hoe cakes brown, boys. The only song that I can pick is boil them cabbage down. From there you can learn, you know, once you know them few chords, you can learn literally thousands of different songs. Waking up in the afternoon with Cecilia up in my bedroom. I got up to wash my face. When I come back to bed, someone's taken my place. Celia, you're breaking my heart. You can play anything on the banjo, really. It's quite versatile. And to be honest, it used to be like the #1 instrument of choice back in like the early sort of 20th century, up to like the 1930s, 1940s, and then bloody guitar took over, didn't it? Everyone started playing guitar then. Boring. I much prefer the banjo myself. So yeah, so we've got chords, we've got timing, we've got rhythm, we've got a few songs in the bag, and all of that can take you anywhere between 3 to 6 months, depending on how much time you put into it. Could take you longer, could take you less. It's entirely up to you. It's your banjo learning journey. And if you want to learn banjo at a much deeper level, there's only one place to go. That is banjoadventures.com. Head over there and I will see you there.